are back again, and today we're talking to Cole Ward. Cole, you got a big fight coming up on August 5th in Catlettsburg, Kentucky. You're stepping in there against Eli Hawkins in an MMA fight. So tell me, buddy, what have you been up to?
Man, I've just been training hard, working hard, just grinding every day, trying to get ready for this one. Eli's a tough opponent, probably my biggest one to date, just ready to get in there and see what happens.
You're coming off an absolutely huge win, biggest win of your career by far against Eric Mond, and that was a come-from-behind victory. Beautiful guillotine choke in the third round. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, night of the fight, man, I just really wasn't feeling it. I was trying to get myself psyched up for it, and I was like, I'm just going to go out there and fight, So we get out there, and he's got some good leg kicks, man. He started lighting my legs up, swept me a few times. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have to pull something out here, because I know going into the third, he had got all the big moments, the crowd pops and stuff. I know going into the third that it was probably going to go his way. And as soon as I seen that neck, I just jumped on it.
So when you locked that guillotine up, did you know you had it?
Yeah. As soon as I felt it lock up, I knew I had it good.
It's beautiful, man. That's my favorite choke, and you synced it in perfect. I knew it was over too. That was like, this is tight. I think I said it in the commentary. I was like, this is a tight choke.
Yeah.
So how did that feel? How did that feel in that moment before it even tapped, when you knew I've won this fight?
It was awesome, man. Especially because I had no grappling when I started this. I mean, absolutely zero. And to just get a submission, I kind of fell in love with the grappling because of that, and then to get a submission, it just felt great.
Well, first time we saw you, it was against Czar Parrish, who's a super tough guy. And I think you were super green. You hadn't trained much. You didn't know much about this game. And, dude, you took a beating. Like, there's no shame in saying that. You took a beating fight.
Yeah.
Most guys, though, they'd have quit. You didn't. And here you are on a win streak now, looking sharp and coming into a really big fight here. This is a huge opportunity, man, and it's inspiring to see it.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, when I took that fight with Czar, I was just a fan of MMA, and I was like, man, I want to fight. And I got in there with a killer, and I found out real quick you gotta work hard to be able to hang with guys like that. And I've just been grinding hard ever since, and catching up pretty quick, I think.
So I think after that Czar fight, you started going down to Figure 4 in Pikeville, right? And is that when you started training there?
Yeah.
So what's your training camp been looking like for this one? Who you working with?
I've been working with Aaron a pretty good lot. Aaron Goebel. Been working with Dalton Frazier. Been working with Johnny Mack. Been working really with everybody down there. Brian. Daniel, just pretty much anybody and everybody. David, anybody that'll work with me, I've been getting work with them.
I tell you what, I've only trained with Dalton Frazier one time, but that dude's a monster.
Oh yeah, he is an animal. We've been getting some good.
Got to give you a decent amount of confidence when you're training with guys that are that good on the ground, especially a guy like Aaron. Aaron is such a wizard. You can learn so much from him. How's that made you feel as far as your confidence levels?
Oh, it's made my confidence skyrocket. Those guys are all killers, man. And to just get to train with them all the time, and they've put a lot of work in with me. They've been grinding with me too. They've been getting me ready for it, and I'm excited to go out there and show.
And so I know you're pretty familiar with Eli. What do you think this fight's going to look like?
He's got a good jab. He's good everywhere. I mean, he's a super solid opponent. Nobody wants to fight him for a reason. He has a hard time getting opponents, and I respect the dude. I take the fight. We'll see what happens. I'm down for anything. Wherever the fight goes, I'm ready for it.
So if you win this fight, what's next for you? You think you're knocking on the door of that title shot?
I think so. If I win this one, I'll take the title shot at 185 or 170. I can make 170. It's just, I just didn't feel like it this time. I just want to do a 185 fight. I don't mind going back.
Weight cutting's rough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. I like eating good.
I do too. Yeah, by the way, by how much weight I've gained, I like eating. But, dude, it's been awesome to watch your journey because, like I say, like a lot of people give up in this game. You didn't, and now look at you. You're sitting here knocking right at the door of this title shot. How do you feel about it all, man? Did you expect you'd be here?
Yeah, man. Whenever I lost that first fight, it just lit a fire under me. It got me. I couldn't go out like that. I was for sure going to have another fight. And, I plan on going as far as I can in this. I'm going to keep going hard. And, I thought it was the end of the world when I took that loss. But, it really taught me more than anything has. It's just how they say, like, a loss is a lesson? It really is. Like, it was real.
That's the thing, man. Like, I've seen a lot of fighters, like, and a lot of men in general, like, you don't know what they're made of until they take that first loss. And then once they do, like, some of them quit, some of them can't handle it. They can't handle losing mentally, and they just stop. You didn't, man. That shows what you're made of, and it makes me interested in you. I'm a fan of Cole Ward because of that.
I appreciate that.
Well, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk to you about, buddy. You got anything to say to the people? Anybody you want to shout out before we go?
Hey, shout out to everybody at Figure 4 Fight Academy, best gym. If you need to learn some jiu-jitsu, some striking, MMA, come on down to Pikeville, Kentucky. And that's pretty much it. Everybody come out and watch August 5th. It's going to be a heck of a fight. I hope everybody enjoys it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your contender, Cole Ward. We'll see you soon, buddy.
We'll see you.